Hi, I'm Denise. Thank you for watching my video. If you'd like to see more, please visit my website at www.coupos.com. Today I'm going to show you how to print lowercase letters. If you have not yet watched my video about printing uppercase letters, please look at the first part of that video. In that video, I talk about staying between the lines, writing between the lines. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to print lowercase letters. As with the other letters, there are slight variations in printing styles. I will show you a very standard style, a very typical style, and in some cases I will show you some variations of this style. So here we go. Lowercase letters, like uppercase letters, all touch the bottom line. They all touch the middle line, but they do not all touch the top line. Some of the lowercase letters also go below the bottom line, but none of them will go above the line. Okay, the first letter is A. To make the lowercase a, we make a circle. The lowercase a has a circle and a line that touches it on the right-hand side. That is a lowercase a. Notice that I made the circle first, I lifted my pen, and then I made the line next to it. You can also write this without lifting the line, like this, and go straight down. It is important that the line is on the right-hand side, that it's touching the A, and that I can see the foot of it here. Children are usually taught to make the circle first and then the straight line, but I find that it's good for adults too, so you can do it either way. The letter B starts at the top, goes straight down, and it also has a circle, but it goes on the right side of the stick. So that's the letter B. Straight down, lift your pen, and go around. If you decide to do it all in one movement, you can go straight down and go back up like that without lifting your pen. The letter C only goes halfway. It's just like the capital C, but smaller. That's the letter C. The letter D starts with a circle, like the A, and it has a line, but the line goes all the way to the top. So it looks like the reverse of the B, or like an A with a taller line. So a circle and a straight line. You can do it all in one movement. If you make the D, well, like that, go up and back down, because it needs to have that piece sticking out the bottom. The letter E only goes halfway, like the C, but it looks like this with a line in the middle. Then go around and go like that. My line should be touching. Okay? The letter E, I started in the middle. I went around, all the way around. The letter F is next. It starts in the upper part of my line. I go up and down. It's curved at the top, and then it has a short line in the middle. That's F. The letter G has a circle and a line going down all the way below the bottom line here. This is G. When you make the G, be sure that you go below the line and you curve around. This curve must go this way. If you make it go the other way, that will look like a different letter. Okay, so this is G. The H starts at the top, goes straight down, and I can lift my pen, go back close to the middle, just below this middle line, and then curve up, touch the line, and come back down. So I did a straight line, I lifted my pen, I went to a point just below the middle line, curved up a little bit, and back down. I can do that with one movement as well, by going straight down and back up, and then down. Also, I could have done the G in one movement by making the circle, keeping my pen there, and then going down. Okay? All right, make some more lines. The letter I is next. The letter I just goes halfway, starts at the halfway mark, and goes straight down. You have to lift your pen here and put a dot at the top of the I. And it's just a dot. It's not a big circle, it's just a little dot. Okay? The letter J is very similar. It starts in the same place. It goes down, but it goes below the line. And it also has a dot right above it. So this is I, this is J. The letter K is next. We start with a straight line. We go just above or near this middle line, go down and down again. This line goes slanted towards this first straight line. The second line starts here. Okay? Sometimes you'll see it with a straight line and like this with these two touching in the middle here. That's okay too, or this way. All right? The L is just a straight line. The M starts in the middle, starts with a straight line. Then we go to just below the top of this line, start here, go curve up and come back down and do that twice. Go back just to below this top line, curve up and down. Now I did that by lifting my pen. You don't have to, but I wanted to show you where the starting point is. So you start with a straight line down, lift your pen, go to just below that top line, curve around and down, lift your pen, go to just below the top of the bump there, curve around and do it again. If I want to do it all in one movement, I would do my straight line and I would keep my pen here and just go back up my line and make my first bump. Then I would go back up this line and make my second bump. Okay, so you can do it in separate movements or you can do it in all one movement. But the M has to have two curved bumps and also a straight line on the left. The N is very similar, but it only has one bump. So it starts with a straight line on the left. I pick up my pen, I go to just below that top line, and I make one curved bump and straight down. But I could do it in one movement as well. I would go straight down, then go back up my line and curve around. So that's the letter N. So the N has one bump, the M has two, and they both have a straight line on the left. The letter O is next, and it's just a circle, which only goes halfway up this line. Don't make it up here, because then it would be capital. So this is the lowercase o. The letter P is next. Start in the middle, go straight down below this line, and then make a circle. This circle has to touch the P, or touch the line. This is the P. You can do this in one movement as well. If you make your straight line down, you can then go back up the line and make your circle. So you can do it in two movements, straight line down, lift the pen, then make the the circle, or you can go down, back up, and make the circle. The letter Q is next. It also has a circle and a line, but on the other side of the P. The line for the Q goes down on the right, and then it curves to the right. Notice the G up here, or this G. The G has a circle, a line which curves to the left. The Q has a circle, straight line, and then it curves to the right. So you need to make sure that your curve is going the right way. Otherwise, for your Q, if the curve is going this way, it will be a G. It will look like a G. And if your G is curving the other way, it will actually look like a Q. So again, the Q is a circle with a straight line down and a curve to the right. R is next. It starts in the middle, goes straight down, and then start just below that, the top of that line, go up and curve. It does not go all the way down. Okay, it just kind of has a cap. You can do that in one movement as well by going straight down, back up, and curving. Okay, that is the letter R. The letter S is next. It's formed in the same way as the uppercase S, except it only covers the lower part of the line. It does not go to the upper part. So I start just below this middle line. I curve up and to the left, come back around and go to the right. S. The letter T starts in the middle of the upper part. It does not go all the way to the top. It just goes part way. It then goes straight down, and it has a line that goes across here, the letter T. The letter U is next. It starts out, it's similar to the uppercase U, where I make this round part. That's just like the uppercase U. But the difference is the size, it's shorter, and also it has a straight line going down the right-hand side. So I could do that in one movement, starting here. I would go around, I could keep my pen there, and then just go straight down to make that line. Remember, I have to be able to see this space here. The V is next. It's just like the uppercase V, except it's shorter. It only goes to the midpoint. Slant down to the right, and then back up. W is like an uppercase W, except it only goes halfway. But I start at that halfway point. I'm going to do this one in one movement, in one pencil movement or pen movement. So I go down to the right, up, back up to the middle, down to the right, and back up to the middle. So just as with the uppercase W, the lowercase w looks like two V's. Okay? X is next. It is made in the same way as the uppercase X, but it only goes halfway. So we start at the middle line, go down to the right, pick up the pen, go back to the middle line, and go down to the left. And it crosses in the middle. Y is next. The Y is similar to the uppercase Y, but not exactly the same. If you remember, the uppercase Y had like a half V shape, and the line went straight down the middle. But with the lowercase y, we go to the right and we go back to the top, but the line continues down this way and the line slants to the right. So with the uppercase y, this line is straight, this line right here, but on the lowercase y, this line is slanted. We just make one long line. So I made the short left line, picked up my pen, went back to the middle, and made a long right line. Now the letter Z is just like the uppercase Z, although it only covers the bottom half of the line. Okay, so I went to the right, slanted down to the left, and went to the right again. So those are the lowercase printed letters. Again, I have shown you some variation. You may see other variations as well. There are different writing styles available and different writing styles that people use. I'll show you just a little bit of a difference for some of these, but not everything. But for instance, we have the letter U here. In another writing style, the U, well, first of all, it may be written on a slant, and this bottom part may curve. The same with the T. You might see in another style where the bottom of the T curves a little bit and does that. Okay? So don't worry about styles that have a little curve here at the end. As long as the basic form is there, then it's correct. Okay? So as long as the U has the straight line down, for example, or the T has a straight line with a cross, then you should be okay. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.